Hello. Let's start with the progress of last 24 hours. So last 24 hours are like a wave going up and down for me. First half of the day was very mindful. I don't want to label it good or bad. First half of the day was mindful, and then while I was studying, I was not able to perform well in one of my tests. Then that feeling of fear or that feeling of failure arises, and I mistakenly I mistakenly attach myself to that feeling and get myself away from my soul to my outer body, and the whole other side of the day started with with so not so good emotions. That low level consciousness started from that point, and basically I lose the control. Control is not the right word. I lose the senses. I let the ego to take over the driver's seat. Yeah, i I let the mind to take over the driver's seat, and that's the point where the problem started. And then when I was after dinner, my plan was to study for 1 hour and then do some meditation and all. But I got pulled away by my desires, by old desires. As you all know, what kind of desires can be there in the night. But I didn't pulled away fully. I was half present, half of my intellect is guiding me to not carried away by these desires or senses. And basically, there is resistance, and resistance should not be there. So, this is like a turmoil. So, instead of sleeping at around 11, I slept at 2 a.m. with the feeling of resentment towards me. And this is the bad thing in spirituality. I shouldn't label that feeling as a resentment. Labeling is opposite to the path of spirituality. And this is the first thing I remind myself in the morning, that I should not make any perception about myself based on whatever happened in the other half of the yesterday. This guides me well, and I try to be mindful, uh, and yeah, I try to don't carried away by mind. This is my goal for today. And when I was reading more about this thing, I got a metaphor of a charioteer. I think you have also seen it if you are following the spiritual path. Let me rotate the camera to actually describe how the whole process, how the inner conflict can be described by a charioteer. Charioteer, how to pronounce? I don't know. But let me see. Have you watched this? Let me rotate the camera. So, yeah, as you can see, the horses are five senses. Five horses are five senses, and the rein is our mind. If our mind is in the hand of Charioteer, that is, if our mind is in connection with Charioteer, that means our mind is in connection with higher intelligence, that is Buddhi. Buddhi means higher intelligence. Then we can, it's easy for it's easy for us to flow in life and not carried away with the five senses. But if the charioteer or higher intellect lose connection with rain, that is our mind, then our five senses will follow their different path. One will go in their way, another will in another way, and that's where the conflict will start. And where we are in this whole picture, this is the soul, the Arjun in Hinduism, the soul who is watching everything happening. Either it is good for you or bad for you, as you want to label. The soul doesn't label anything good or bad. For the soul, it is like soul is like observer, watching everything happening. What our senses doing, what our charioteer, what means what higher intelligence is doing. Soul is just witnessing everything. And from this, what I did that I shouldn't in last day, first thing is I shouldn't resist whatever emotion arises in my mind. I need to just see that, yeah, this thing is happening, a feeling of fear or desire is coming. Then I just need to calm down, give myself a few moments, step back, take a breath, deep breath, and just be observer of breath. This can help me to see whatever is happening, to take back the control of the driver's seat, to not let mind control the driver's seat. So this is the thing. I also want to know your own experience or insight if someone is watching this video, how they are going on their spiritual journey, how they encounter or how they tackle their these type of situations in their life, how they are evolving in their spiritual path. Please let me know. That is all for the day. Bye bye.